Wait, mobile games is the fastest growing one. I think the Switch is also brilliant. I don't know if mobile games, I mean, I know it's so I wouldn't exactly say that mobile games is the fastest selling. Mobile games is even worse than like Steam for discoverability. There's a billion mobile games out there that nobody has ever heard of. And a billion mobile developers whose dreams were crushed immediately because they couldn't make it. It is the fastest growing market just in terms of money, which does happen largely because it's the most predatory market. I like the idea of mobile gaming, but it straight up like, oh, I see. Can't do that. Let's keep going for a bit. I'm not entirely sure where I'm going yet. Now, it looks like Jumpsuit McDoonington doesn't actually move anywhere. Okay, so we gotta light that. So we probably gotta go back, give him a lit torch. That doesn't work. So maybe we grab this lantern first. This is for later. Then hand it to the other guy. The growth is from cannibalizing the smaller developers like console and PC. Yeah, kinda. Because, like, you see a lot of major... I'm gonna call them major, like, app developers. And a lot of them are making mad bank. Like, there's the, what is it, Fire Emblem Heroes game or something? And that game is... It might not be necessarily bad, but it's definitely... Oh, no, this ain't gonna work. Hold on. So I gotta hand that one a lit beacon. Okay, so if I do this... Okay, so that'll get rid of that bridge. Really isn't that helpful. Fire Emblem Fates. Or Fire Emblem Heroes. Anything made by Collab. Okay. Sorry. I have more on this topic to talk about, but it's tough. So we gotta close that. Oh. I can... Maybe there's a half measure that I can put this guy down on. Because I can't do... Well, I can do that. But she'll go back up because of time. Here, let's grab the lit lantern. Because we need to get it on the blue guy. The blue guy's in the wrong position. Because we want him back here. Actually, we might as well finish that. Because, yeah, I don't think we've got any good half-measure positions that I can put him in. I can switch this. But she's got the lantern now. So she can't go backwards even if she wanted to. I don't think I've soft-locked myself, but boy am I confused. Unless... maybe... no, I haven't soft-locked myself. I think this is exactly what I need. Yeah, this is exactly what I need. I got it. I know where I'm supposed to go. I know what I'm doing. But yeah, so the Fire Emblem game is doing incredibly well because, yeah, it manages to give fairly compelling gameplay and a bunch of other things. Oh, this is how we do it. Okay, so we go here. We drop this. We get her to the other side. I know what I'm doing now. Okay, so then we switch them. Because she'll come back, grab the lantern, empty the lantern out, and put it on the other guy. I remember. Or, I know how I'm doing this now. It's just, you know, a little late, and the order of operations here is a little bit messy on my end. Anyway, so now she'll put it here, and everything's hunky-dory, and we can just finish the level. We'll have to switch the carriers, but that's fine. But so, you know, a lot of these mobile games are genius, because they know exactly how to balance fun with how much people are willing to pay. You don't really get that with AAA games, because people expect this high level of quality without, like, nickel and diming you constantly and stuff like that. And it sucks, because, like, you know, you hear EA talking about how this is where they want to take their products. That, you know, we want to head the direction of the mobile industry because it's so successful. And we want to keep these microtransactions because clearly this is what people want. Because they're, you know, paying all this money into it. And it's, I mean, they're not wrong, but it's inherently predatory. That's why you get stuff like, it's why you get articles like the one that came out of Australia, I think it was, a couple days ago, where Australia and maybe some other countries are going to be cracking... oh, that's cool looking. The kind of, like, weird hole to nowhere looking thing. But there was an article out of Australia, I believe, talking about how they're going to start investigating predatory loot boxes. Because... oh, I see. We're not there yet. Yeah, they're gonna start investigating predatory loot boxes because it's, you know, it's unregulated, almost gambling, honestly. And so they're like, yeah, you know, this needs to be changed and looked at and stuff like that. And, like, I don't disagree with the idea of, you know, trying to make some amount of money. Some extra amount of money. There we go. But I know that a lot of a lot of these developers are doing a little bit more than a little bit of extra money. Okay, so we've lit that, so that goes back. Oh, but I can't go back. Oh, wait, no, never mind. I totally can. There we go. Yeah, it's literally gambling, except for there's no chance to get your money back. In a lot of cases, these developers are also, What is that right there? Maybe if we go back further... Lantern moves. Now, it doesn't look like we get a drop. He points at that thing. Let's see, the thing is, card packs are more... gambling than loot boxes. Yes and no. So the thing about card packs... versus, the reason why card packs are both more and less gambling, I think card packs generally have a more punishing RNG to them. But one of the big problems with loot boxes is you can actually change the payout. In a digital product, in a digital loot box, you can be like, this person's been too lucky recently, and they change it. It's why slot machines are regulated. You can't have an unregulated casino. Because who knows what those odds are going to be. And who knows, maybe it'll give you a 7-7 cherry every single time. And you'll be so close. It almost was there, but it's rigged. That's why Chuck E. Cheese's is a scam. So how do we do this one? But so that's why regulations start to roll in, because, yeah, it does feel like they're getting a little greedy. And running into problems and stuff. And, like, I'd love the mobile industry to actually have some, like, decent products. But when the really scummy, like, steal your money ones are the ones making the most amount of money, it's tough. Claw machines you find everywhere. Grip strength is programmable, so the payout rate is predetermined by the owners. Yup, and it sucks. Yeah, some old slot machines had it so it could never actually give out the payout. Yup. And that's not okay. Because, like, that's just scamming. How do we do this one? Because I can do this, but I don't think this actually does anything. So we want this to be open. Yeah, you can get FTL on mobile, which is nice. Oh yeah, there are definitely like some standout games FTL on mobile. A lot of mobile ports are pretty good. And there's some games that are ported on both. That's pretty good. Probably has something to do with this. Huh. That's weird. What can I do with the water? Because it feels like the water should net me something here. Oh, hold on. It goes back up. Okay, here's our answer. I was wondering about that. I guess I just didn't go back all the way. And so this should unlock one of these guys, who should move now that he's not messed it up. And now we can fix this. Okay. It just didn't go back far enough. Let's leave it in this, like, weird partway position just because it amuses me. Oh. No, can't do that. I have to actually let it be drippy, otherwise, otherwise it doesn't temp light up the lights for me. But so who knows? Maybe the mobile industry will get better. But I don't really have high hopes for it, admittedly. It feels like they already kind of built up this predatory expectation, this expectation that every product's going to be relatively predatory and, you know, money grubbing. And, like, that doesn't generally bode well. Yeah, I guess on the topic of loot boxes and whatnot, there absolutely was a study recently that came out saying, like, yeah, loot boxes and you know, these RNG gambling effects, these RNG things in games absolutely feed into people's like the addictive centers of people's minds. And, like, it's a legitimate problem. Do we have more cans that went by? No. The mobile will stay that way until unregulated, or people stop paying. Yeah, unfortunately, no one's gonna stop paying. I know way too many people who pay way too much money into mobile. Come on. Don't go all the way back. This is dumb. Go. Because it just resets to that, but she can walk on that one can. Because as it stands, can't do anything. No, this doesn't work. Because she affects it. Because effectively, that one can stays pre-sunk for stupid reasons. Because effectively, she kicks it down when she jumps on it. Yeah, the first one can only be stepped on once. Oh. I got it. Yeah, because the first one can only be stepped on once. There we go. I got it. It was confusing me that I couldn't reset the cans fully back in time, because that's not what they did. They did weird things. I think I'm getting a little bit tired, so it's not Well, that's weird. This is a weird game. This is hard. Oh, there's a coat. Did she lose her coat? Or did she just lose her coat now? I'm confused. This game is confusing. Okay, so we've got a chime there. Which we need to cross. Maybe the box needs to be further? No, this doesn't... Huh. Because we can't cross the door. Oh. We want the... Nope. We want this one. But further way back. Okay. So then we cross the pizza box. And then we bring the shrine back. Or the chime. Oh. It's gotta be on the other side. I'm working from the wrong direction right now. Okay, there we go. So now that's open. And yeah, he can't cross because of door. But that's fine. So now we just reset the pizza box. Go light the lantern and oh boy. This game is smart. And like, I know that sounds real stupid when I say it, but like, it's clever. I like it a lot. Okay, so now she's good to go. And has the lantern. So we can go through the door. But we can't go through the box. Okay. So this should be fine, because we'll go through the door. Oh, lantern being there still presents a problem. So maybe we have to do the box, then drop it. And then we do the like the pizza box? Because we do that. Because we can do the pizza box later. Or do we just do the pizza box immediately? Because, yeah, it looks like the weird doorway is a red herring. Because effectively, just grab the lantern now and we're good. I like the weird, like, snapback when you, when she's trying to catch up. She'll, like, hustle because of the, time-consuming. I have Professor Layton games sometime. Those have a huge learning curve. Yeah, I'd actually really love to sit down and play, all the Professor Layton games and, Phoenix Wright games on stream. I don't know when I'd do it. Probably not anytime soon. But that would be kind of like a fun thing to do. You know, if a new Phoenix Wright game comes out on the Switch, which I think they talked about doing one of those, that actually sounded really like an attractive prospect to me. This onion has more layers than immediately apparent. Which goes back to my, like, my point about, like, hey, this game's really cool. But, like, I'm real worried that the industry isn't going to realize that. Because this is really cool. It really does remind me of Monument Valley. Pick a very, very basic mechanic. Oh shit, is this the last one? I think these are the last 3, followed by one more. I guess we're soldiering on and beating this game. I was going to probably go to bed after that last level, but if we've only got like 3 to 6 left, okay, yeah, we can beat this. Because we're pretty super close to done. This is snazzy. How long to beat.com says 2.5 hours to beat. Yeah, well, that sounds about right for this. Oh. You can see the dude bouncing around back there. Okay. Confusing. So it's gray back there. Well, let's bring it further back. Where's it go? Okay, so it's depressed there. I was hoping that if I had it on the same spot as the slide... Yeah, so the box needs a light so it can get past the purple cloud. The confusing part is, like, you can see the world change. There. Oh. I gotcha. So it's got the lantern now. Oh, I see. It wants friends. I gotcha. So now we're gonna put it back on the slide. The reason why I didn't get the light earlier is because it didn't have... It didn't have the lanterns on top of it. So now if we bring it back here, it moves. Man. I gotta give him credit where credit is due. Most puzzle games, I'm like, yeah, okay, it's okay. Oh, right. No, he still needs the light. We don't take it away. But yeah, the presentation is real well handled. Okay, so that drops that. Let's get him to his destination just to see what it is. Okay, so we gotta take his light away. However, he doesn't need the light anymore. We do. He takes down the moat and hangs out with Frendt. There we go. And he's up here for some reason, which I don't really know if I can do much about it, but... Well, there we go. Like, I'm always floored with a good puzzle game. Just how much you can get out of, like, the simplest of mechanics. I'm gonna be stuck on that for a little while, just because, I mean, obviously, this game is demanding half my brain power just to get going, or to keep going.